Play on advantage, Varco. Well, Stevenson can go. He can size up the big sticks, think his way through it. He pokes it instead to Reed. One today, and that's his numbers, all grounds this spot. So that's his spot, although bends into the post. Reed's under it. Myercheck floats in front spot. Varco tried to trap it. Battle got there first. Gave it back towards Savage. Turned inside. Thomas was waiting for him. Got him. Stevenson. Reed. Goal.
Says enough, and he comes out in the third quarter. You know, history tells us and says, I'll put a stamp on this and try and get this back to where it needs.
Where you would think. Pause his kick well. Grundy up high. Big pack forms. Skittled a few down there. Absolutely. Beams around the body. Has he got enough on it? Not quite. Touched by
style set up, and this has got a feel about it at the moment. So the Saints have got to dig in here.
How? Icarus, he got too close to the sun, couldn't pull it down.
Personally, last night, John Owen said, I must fix this. That is vintage Jeremy Howe.
Bruce and Grundy again to go out.
He's used to taking him on.
Yunes, and he's got Bruce. Goes inside. Can Bruce get up there? Body contact, and he wins himself a free. Advantage has been paid, and the goal has been kicked by the kid.
It is.
The speed machine.
And the rest of the Saints boys who are going to get to him, don't worry.
The shot from about 25 out will take that. Not Robbie Young. He ain't taking it.
Well, he did well. He ran to the front of the contest, got him behind in the end. And watch him go here. No one can catch him, Gary. He's off.
It's a great moment. He's waited a long, long time. It was a free kick against Varco. Now, Varco
just blasted out of there.
Luck.
Good delivery. Young again. And he heads along to Membry, who can gather and maybe make it a one-point game. No need to tell you how big this is. Momentum's with the Saints. Can they parlay that into a goal here? That was never in doubt, and it's a one-point game at the G.
More of it then from
Ross was the other one in that passage that stood up as well, so his handball released. Yes, they got lucky with the kick.
But this is his moment for today. Heads long with it. It's coming back, but nowhere near enough. Straight up in the air. Nunes got it to ground. Sinclair to the goal square. Was Kent held? Claims he was. Maynard got away with it. To the drop zone, got his hands on it. Who does he want? Pendlebury will do. He hands it to Treloar. Goes inside with his hand off to Thomas. And he nails it. Huge moment. Collingwood back in front.
Which is not something you generally see, but this forward hand pass here is replacing the kick, and then you get another one to Thomas. So to try and kick into that really congested area is a difficult proposition, but going by hand can also work.
So it was Josh Battle who comes off Thomas to try and impact from the front.
Billings tried to get out. Steele gets it on the boot, got it to half forward. Big pack under it. Fly from Parker, got it to ground. Gresham on the run. Feeds it, could have gone himself. Young, stand start. No, tell me. Robbie Lightning Young.
It was a smart handball in the end, and Robbie Young, this is the class. You can see it already in this game. From minute one, he showed his class and his smarts around the contest, and it's continued on.
And 3 marks.
Yeah, they're the real numbers as Beams bangs it. Reed! And a hush falls over this monster crowd here at the MCG. Got plenty of shoe on it. That was never in doubt. And Collingwood are back in front.
Collingwood playing poorly. They haven't allowed Collingwood to get to the level that we've seen them this year in their 6-win and 2-loss season.
Seesawing. Brilliant contest. Dunstan wheels out of the middle and hits Membry, lace out. Lead 2 into space. He timed it. He knew what was happening. Can't lead too early, and this is for the lead back again. Catch your breath while you can. This one looks like it'll go all the way to the wire. Hey, side bottom through traffic. Stevenson takes off, hands it up. No one's in the goal square. Hoskin Elliott looks up, sees Myercheck. You had to really motor. Set shot history for Myercheck. For the lead back for Collingwood. Bends it in. Goal for goal for goal. Be giving Grundy too much credit, but he seems to know that that boundary umpire is throwing it in shallow.
Yep.
Dunstan, left door's closed on him. Dragged down. Will's got it out. Beams, side bottom. Straight down the spine. Reads his target. He was half held. Ball flicked. Hoskin Elliott bends it around, rolls it, tumbles it, goals it. 2 in 30 seconds. Collingwood stretched their lead.
Here it is from Stevenson. Half a handball throw, but it got out to his teammate.
An option forward for the long kick. It's Membry. He needs to get it off. Gave the handball instead. Inside to Savage. Within range. Got a lot on it. It's going, gone!
Maynard took the bounce. He'll come in the screen now, but just releases at the right time. Savage was there for an eternity, waiting for a handball. Eventually it comes his way. Another big goal by the Saints.
Left. Can he find a chest? Bruce up. Off hands. Good crumb, Chris. Let it go. Sinclair! Didn't get enough on it. Main, the goalkeeper, last line of defence, goes to Phillips. Crowd going off. Here at the G. Law feeds it back out, side bottom, always has an impact, finds Thomas. This year, Josh Thomas, a little ankle worry during the week, and he's missed. The toe in there, ball fed wide, Brown, caught, just got a toe on it, and it bounced to Ross, feeds it back inside, danger still for Collingwood, Mycheck, Reed, Thomas, goal!
This goal being kicked by Josh Thomas. That one there, Mycheck, just keeping it alive.
They're one of the great dominant last 13 minutes. So he's had the ball now. This has been paid in the back at various stages today. Not that.
To Pendlebury, back to Grundy. Caught high by Marshall.
Right, we highlighted this.
Ball's next $1 million man, no doubt. Goes inside to Aish. Pushed on the backside. Oh! He parted the seas. Side bottom. Move over, kids. The adults will take it from here.
Build up here. Ace gets the kick. Gets pushed on the kick, so it's not a great one. Look at that. Just clean step. He knew what he was doing, Gary.
Jack Billings is running back and just...
Collingwood player rising to the occasion here. Hoskin Elliott up early. Fisted away. Side bottom again. No. It's in front spot. Marsh bangs it away and Beams. To make it 26 points. Pulls it to the near side. Heads wide, and Hoskin Elliott feeds onto it within range.
Hoskin Elliott and Stevenson were able to float and do what they like inside forward 50. There you go, Dwayne. They were moving up outside 50, and all St Kilda defenders watched the ball, and then they just floated in behind the defence.
There's a look at which way he wants to hold it, but holds it on the ends first. Flicks it around, spins it around, and then drop punt style. It never works. Why not? And they lead by 27.
So that's where they expose. You can't relax against this dynamic forward line for Collingwood.
So but the lead-up, I think, speaks to the professionalism of a side understanding the state of the game, and that is they've opened them up. They got to 19 points.
Puts it to a good spot for the Leapers. And they go up. Varco crumbs it, front and square. There's one for all kids. That's how you do it. The perfect crumb goal.
This is where he flies here and makes a bit of a mess of things, loses his feet.
He does. And gets squashed as well.
He's coming off the ground and probably have a headache. Looks to be fine, but watch the crumb.
Look where Varco comes from. He's the best in the business at this. Absolutely the best.
And it was a Callum Wilkie, I reckon, that's going to learn that when he's defence.
Off to Pendlebury. Heads in the Hoskin Elliott direction. Half held, still a chance to get it. Feeds it to side bottom.
Oh, look out.
This would be appropriate. He opens it up instead of being selfish. And Mycheck. In he trots, pressure off. 5 goals in a row for Collingwood. Stolen from them in the dying minutes. But they are well and truly up there with the very best teams again.
Within themselves.
And that's as bad as it gets. Away handball to Beams, outside to Phillips, pokes it towards Stevenson, or Yeah, they'll take Hoskin Elliott. That'll do. To make it 6 in a row, Hoskin Elliott from 35 to the near side.
29. They're playing to their strengths.
Oh, that's 50. He thought he said hold, and Parker thought he said play on. Harsh, but anyway,
that's the reality.
Exactly. English. They have to have a good understanding of the language.
3 to Reid, 2 to Thomas, 4 to Mychek.
Stevenson with the barrel. He's gone onto it. That's gone 80. Bring back the barrel.
Yes.
Wasn't this time?
No, he set up for it.
Nah, that's his routine, and it works for him. Doesn't matter what type of kick that he wants to bring out.
What's the coach think of it? He loves it.
Main went with the toes. Membry, Savage pulls the kick to the one-on-one goal square, and Battle pushed forward and more. Picked 39 in 2016, so just starting to grow into his spot in the team. Maybe he has a future. Brown dispossessed. Crisp. One last chance for Collingwood. Mychek in the pocket.
Off the goey and Elliott and Stevenson, all that's great. You've got to compliment them with something, and this is the perfect complementary player.
It's a freaky story. 26 years of age, and will play his 26th game of AFL footy next week. Keeps it low. Can't get himself a bag of 5, or has he? No. Misses to the near side, but gets some congratulations anyway.